Well, hey guys, how you doing? It's RadiumZ, and this is my fourth vlog that I'm doing for you guys on here. I'm with my friend Greg. He's collected a whole bunch of CDs. He has import CDs. He's got the stuff that didn't come out, all the toys. I'm in heaven. This guy right here is the reason why I like Silent Hill. He's the largest fan that I know. I mean, let's ask, what is your favorite thing that has to do with Silent Hill?
My favorite part of the series, honestly, isn't just the storylines and I mean, there's the cultural differences between Japan and America within horror and psychological horror, and you know, just the storytelling aspects and some of the other things. Music. I mean, countries can be so different, but music can be so similar. It's one of the untapped industries of just the entertainment industry of video games. The music of the games are some of the most beautiful and better than some of the bands that are, you know, world renowned. Yeah. You know, and these people go unrecognized. And Akira Yakamoto is not just the composer of the sound effects and the music. He was just the music composer for one, but has been the producer and director of pretty much all of them, and was the executive producer for 5.
Okay, so out of all the soundtracks of all the Silent Hill games, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5, what one is your favorite soundtrack?
2, just like the game and storyline for most fans. 2 is the quintessential. With 3 and 4, you know, actually having vocals in the music, and I know for you and me, with you know, RadiumZ, the artist of music and stuff, had a very kindred heart to the work of Akira Yakamoto and the art stylings and the darkness that you like to do in the films, and the art side of Silent Hill is very similar.
Is there something out there on eBay right now that you would love to get about Silent Hill? I saw these Fugro. Is that what it's called? What's the guy, the rabbit? I should know this by now. Robbie the Rabbit. There's Robbie the Rabbit statue I see over here that you got toys and all that. Was there anything out there that you would... Yeah. I've wanted one of those for so long.
If it's out there, I want it. I mean, there's just no stopping it.
I mean, I've wanted one of those off the Valve site for so long. If you ever go to the Valve site, check out these plush crab head hats. They make a hat. And it's also, they make like a little doll too.
Safety helmet for special need children too.
Oh my god.
Condoning the abuse of small children, but you know, if you're gonna hit them, you know, put this on. It's quite soft.
Save your lives. So I'm gonna be showing Silent Hill 5 here while we talk. But I was gonna talk to you. You played all the games. Out of all the controls, all of them, the way that they run, how do you think 5 holds up to the past games? Is it a fluent game or is it a choppy game? I mean,
personally, with my experience, I hate the combat, but I mean, for me, the combat is not Silent Hill because it was redone for the people who go, oh, the combat sucked in all the other ones. But after 4+ games, you get used to the combat, you change it up, and it's hard. I mean, story-wise, it is not a Japanese group making it; it's a group of Americans. I mean, I agree with a lot of the reviews and opinions of the guys from the 1UP show.
Yeah, totally.
From game videos. They being big fans, and pretty much the only way that I've gotten a close look at it through some of the
IGN or EGM or who.
Yeah, and just their opinions. I mean, those guys are pretty valid on what they have to say about certain games. I mean, the combat's better, but the storyline, it's not. Japanese is very psychological when it comes to their scaring. you know, of like the darkness inside, whereas Americans are more about, you know, the shock value.
Saw 5 and all that, yeah.
The jumping out and I mean, like the monsters, there's, you know, the nurses in Pyramid Head, which have become a staple, and, you know, the explanations of those have kind of been lost in 5. I mean, it's just kind of like a mix mash of everyone else. But I mean, as a gameplay, the graphics were good. Can do no wrong, but we all know that graphics do not make the game.
No, they don't.
That was part of the entire job. The first classic of Silent Hill was the fact that the graphics power, the system just could not do it. So by glaring, you know, putting fog and snow and film noir noise into the grain of the film, you know, to make it harder to see, gave it more suspense, and that's still here. With 5, I like it and dislike it with some things. It's a very fluid game, but it's with the big mentality of, you found a key, now go backtrack 2 levels to the door. Oh, the door, you need another piece. Go backtrack 2 levels back to go get the other piece that you forgot.
Come on.
It's, you know, it's not.
They didn't put too much into it.
The puzzles are not like, you know, find the red herring of, you know, the picture. It's 1 + 1 = 2.
Oh God, yeah. Now, Pyramid Head is in 5.
He makes a cameo at the part that I've gotten. I don't know if he plays any bigger roles at this point in time.
Do you think they're just throwing him in there because he's now a popular character? That kind of makes me mad. It's like he's specially a part of 2. Why is he in 5? Is it just to like fill all the crowd, you know?
Well, and this is the thing with 5 though, is that because the main character of 5 is not, his personal demon is not Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head acknowledges him and just goes, "You're not worth it at this point in time. I'll be back when you're more fucked up," and leaves. It's more of not like, let's just throw it in there as you know, like we need a boss.
That's what I was. Yeah.
It's more of you're in this world when it's not like Pyramid Head comes to visit you and tap shoes in Shepherd's Glen. It's you're lost in Silent Hill in like a mutter of your nightmares and other people's nightmares, like James was in 2.
You've seen 5 and think, what is your favorite? I mean, it's gonna be hard to tell, but like out of all the, I know there's so many different soundtracks that are cooler than the other ones. There's so many different games. I mean, 3 was cooler than 4. 2 was more better than 1, obviously. What was your favorite one that you would wrap up as the most way that would explain Silent Hill to anybody that doesn't know what Silent Hill is, and they would get it all?
2 takes the best of the first and makes it its own. It's not a sequel, so it doesn't suffer the curse of the sequel, and it has nothing to do with the characters in the first. It's just using the environment, which is its own character.
Right, its own
like
hell.
Thunderstorm, and it was a dark and stormy night in most horror movies. It's its own character. It's not as scary out if it's a beautiful summer morning and there's a crazy guy with a hockey mask running after people in bikinis, and it's a perfectly glorious day and birds are singing.
Right.
I would pay a ticket to see Jason kill people in the midsummer morning, but...
Sure. I'll be first in line. I want to say thanks for talking to us today. And again, this is RadiumZ. This is my friend Greg. What's your Xbox 360 name?
Epgrod, EBK Rod, on Xbox, on PSN, nice. Online.
All right, man. It was good talking to you. Peace.